Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today you may have noticed on YouTube that across most channels is Christmas in July, and I decided to become part of that this time. So the Crafty YouTuber United group has come up with a collaboration of Christmas in July, and that is what this video is. So that's what I'm gonna do today. There is a link in my description box so you could see the whole entire playlist of everybody that is included in that. Maybe some channels you've never seen before, so check that out for sure. Along with everything else I'm using is always in the description box. So for the past few weeks since they invited me in here, I've been thinking about what I'm going to do because in the heat of summer in Florida, it's 95, 100 degrees. The last thing I'm thinking about is Christmas. So I've been really struggling to come up with a project, and at the last second last night, ready to make today's video, it just came to me and I got this mold out. And I know this doesn't look like a Christmas mold, but I'm not like everybody else. I'm different. I try to be different, but I am different. Like, I was like, most people are going to be doing like Christmas bulbs and presents and reindeer and snowflakes and all that kind of stuff. Not me. I am going to my roots, my reason for Christmas season, and I will be doing it on this open book mold. So this open book mold holds 16 ounces of resin. I am going to do Christmas colors for sure. So I brought out some green. This one has sparkles in it. This one does not. This is red. And then this is my Sparkle Diamond Dust Red UV resin. And then I brought out my holographic gold. So red, green, and gold, of course, is the colors for Christmas. So let's start there. And then what I put inside the book, most of you can probably guess what I'm going to be putting in there, but we'll get to that part eventually. So let's start. I'm going to do this. This gets everywhere. So I'm going to do this like last, because I only want to have to clean up the inside. So what I'm going to do first is fill in my red and my green, and then I'm going to get it cured. So I'm going to do all these little indentations, red and green for the holiday. The book pages are going to be gold. And then we are going to come up with a color for the pages, the actual pages, which I kind of have in mind, but I'm going to kind of be mixing some colors together to see what I can come up with, because I don't want red or green pages. I obviously want book pages, but I don't want them too dark. I want to be able to read the words. I don't know what color of vinyl I'll be using for the words yet, but that is all after we unmold it, and I will be putting the words on, and then I will be top coating it to save those in there forever. And let me just put you on a fast forward. This is going to be quite tedious because, like I said, I'm going to be doing red in these corners up here, green, and then the gold. So I will see you on the other side. Okay, is it looking like Christmas yet with all these beautiful Christmas colors? So I've mixed up 16 ounces of my epoxy resin, and I did 6 cycles. Each cycle on this machine is 40 seconds. So that way it's completely mixed up. There are a lot of bubbles in here, but I'm going to be putting mica powder in, and then I'm going to run it through my vacuum chamber. Even though it's mica powder, I've started doing that a little while ago, and it kind of alleviates any micro bubbles that kind of make their way in there. So I want to try this one. I just opened it. It's an interference gold. I kind of want like a cream color, light cream for the pages. And I'm thinking this might do it. Otherwise, I've pulled out my favorite wheat color. I've also pulled out my Rolio Pearl White for a little bit of sparkle. And because of the gold holographic glitter I just put in here, and you can't beat glitter, so you join it. So I pulled out my gold dust, and that way that will fall to the bottom and that'll be part of our pages. So I'm just going to kind of mix it until I'm happy with the color. Actually, that is a beautiful color. Golden pages for a beautiful project. I'm going to put a little more in because it's so much resin in here. But that's the color I like. So I don't think I'm going to use my wheat this time. We're going to keep this very Christmassy. Has anybody started Christmas presents out there? You only have like, what, 5 months? And if you are, what are you guys making? Give me some ideas. Let's get in there. See, you can kind of see the blue, but not too much. I am going to put a little bit of my sparkle. This is it's supposed to be a mica powder, but I think it's more of a sparkle dust. I don't find it to be very white when I do it. And a little bit of my gold. This is like the crushed crystal, just in gold. Different company though. Everything is linked below if you want anything. So I'm expecting at least the gold to fall through onto the bottom, which will be the top. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's definitely sparkling, but it needs a little more interference because it's still a little, it's going to be pretty thin. I think that's about all I'll do. I used half this bottle. It's pretty thin mold, so it's not going to be deep to where you'll get this effect. So I do want enough mica powder in here. And then like I said, I'm going to run this through the vacuum chamber. Get all these bubbles out of here. Is that glitter on this side? Yes. It's not where I want it. That's why I'm adding glitter to it, but that big piece of glitter I definitely didn't want. All right, I'm gonna finish mixing this, get the bubbles out, and then we'll pour. All right, are you guys ready to pour this? We'll see how much of this 16 ounces it actually takes. Now, I fully expect some of that gold glitter to float. And I expect bubbles in there because some of those lines are really, really close together and I will never be able to find them with a stick. And I don't want to mess up my glitter either. There are so many possibilities with this mold. I mean, you can go in so many directions with what you would want to put on there. So it's really, really versatile. I mean, it can go from, you know, recipes to your favorite book to the Bible to whatever you wanted. It's amazing how many things you can put in this mold. It's taken a lot. And I do usually do a top coat on the other side too. How much I got? A couple ounces left in here. It's not quite domed yet, and I did level out my table finally. I think it might take everything. It doesn't look like it will. I mean, it looks so shallow, but it's holds a lot of resin. What I don't want to do is have it overflow. It took every ounce of that 16. So far, no extras today. There probably will be on the top coat, so we shall see. I'm gonna let this sit and gel up for a while before I turn my heat mat on. I'm not really in a hurry. That took it all, you guys. All 16 ounces. That's crazy. That doesn't happen very often, that I don't even have one pendant made. Wow. All right, I'm just gonna spritz it with some alcohol. Get all those bubbles off. And I will see you on demold. It is cured. It's time to come out of its mold. Let's see what we got to work with here. Let's see, this is the right side up. Let's see. A little bit of my red got messed up somehow. These corners here, and this corner here, and that corner, that's so strange. I don't know what happened. So we'll have to do something to cover that. I'm sure I can come up with something. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. You could see the sparkle that I expected to see. The gold came out really nice. The green's good. The red's pretty good. It's just this red. It's cured, but I don't know what that coloring is from, just on these edges. All right, anyway, I will just cover that up with something. I'm just not sure how or what yet, but I will do something with that. So let's get the words on. I have to go print them on my Cricut, top coat it. I'll have to figure this out before I top coat it though. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, so like for the past hour or longer, I've been messing with the Cricut because I needed the words to fit in these two spots. And I was just trying all kinds of different fonts and everything, and it's never fun to try to fit what you want into something. So it actually worked on the first try, which was shocking. Can you guys guess what story I'm gonna tell? I bet a lot of you know. So let's get these situated and I will show you what I have cut. Hopefully it's straight. I had to use my masking tape. And let's get it off. I used red glitter vinyl for the occasion. And these are really thin letters, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get them off. Super skinny letters. And this is why I'm going to top coat this so these letters don't come off. Whoops. You guessed it, guys. This is the real Christmas story, not Hollywood's version. So that's part one. Looks pretty good. I don't think I misspelled anything. All right, second side. This one was a lot harder because there were more words and the words had to be a lot thinner. So I was like, I don't want to cut this twice. This is so difficult. And I think I have a solution for these corners. So I think I've got it all situated. I just have to get it top coated first. And then we'll get the embellishments on to cover those little problems. I don't know what happened. I wish I knew what happened. I think this color got up underneath it somehow. I don't know. Oh my gosh, these letters are so thin. Hopefully it's legible. And there you have it, you guys. The Christmas story. I think it's all right. I'm just rereading it to make sure. My L is a little crooked. But I might just have to leave it that way, because I do not want to cut something for one letter. All right, okay, everything's good. Thumbs up. Let's get a top coat on this. I'm gonna mix up some 4-hour fast cure. Actually, no, I'm not gonna mix up the fast cure. I'm going to mix up my tabletop resin. It's a coating resin, and it will gel up a lot faster than my 4-hour fast cure. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will be right back. I mixed up 4 ounces of my tabletop resin because this stuff gels up really quickly, and that's what I want, just because I don't want it running over the edges. I don't know how much it's gonna take. I did 4 ounces. I'm sure that's like way too much, but I don't think you guys are complaining about the extras. I'm just gonna get this in the little grooves here where the pages are. Ooh, that really brings the color out too. And I do have to kind of work kind of quickly with this stuff because, like I said, it gels up and pretty quickly, way quicker than your fast cure resin. Because this is really what it's made for. It's made for coating, for like countertops, tabletops. And you do need things to gel up fast when you're working like that, so they don't go running all over the place for hours. So I will speed you up. And then once this is done, oh, look at that. I've already dripped on the side. Once I'm done we are going to figure out how to save these corners, because that was not a good surprise to see. I do need to get them filled in with resin because there are big holes in them somehow. Okay, I shall see you on the back side. Okay, are you guys ready to wrap this one up today? So I had some extras left from the top coat, so let me show you what I did with them. I took some of it and I colored it white, and then I was playing around with marbling. So I put pink, purple, and blue. None of the blue came out. So the pink and the pink and the blue made another purple. So I got a couple different colors of purple. The only reason I put rhinestones around this one because there was one tiny bubble like right here, and it was too pretty to throw in the garbage. So I decided to just cover it with rhinestones. So these two are going to go in the same package. Here's the backs. So that came out pretty. And then I took the rest of that marbling and I made this little guy. So Karen Yoni sent me 2 of these little molds a while ago, and I haven't gotten to make them yet. It took 1.5 ounces, which was perfect. So look at the marbling on this. I just love it. It is so adorable. So he's going to probably sit with my friends over here. And then I took some and I put the gold, interference gold, and I stuck a little fish on this one. That came out pretty. And then I took the interference gold, and this one came out gorgeous. I just bought this little rock stuff, and I'm like, you know what? What if I, because this is pretty big, what if I put some on the bottom and put him in it? So that's that one. That is a keychain. And then, of course, I had left over the rock that I mixed up too much, so I made its own little keychain, and I put a set of angel wings on there. So those are my extras today, which way more than I thought. So do you want to see the finished product? Here it comes. Ta-da! So I had these from a couple years ago, thank God, because I didn't have enough rhinestones to cover the red that was messed up. So I took my UV resin and my UV flashlight. This one is by Let's Resin. And I just UV resin these pieces onto the corners. So that is how I fixed it. Look at that. It's beautiful top coat. Nothing dripped over. And then I took my gold paint pen and I went around the edges just so you don't see the line transfer of colors. And here is the back. Came out pretty nice, you guys. So I hope it's a little different than everybody else. I didn't want to be the same. I wanted to give you guys a variety. So check out the playlist in the description box. See what else everybody is doing today. Maybe you'll find some new channels you like. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.